Once upon a time, in the gnome village located inside the Inn of Heavenhold, there lived a gnome boy named Aiden. It's still unknown who his parents were, but one thing was certain: he always helped people in need. You have back problems? Don't worry, Aiden has your back. Trouble lifting heavy object? Relax, Aiden got you. You have math problem? Well, I'm not sure if Aiden could help, but I'm sure he'd try. On the outside, he seemed like a boy with the heart of an exemplary knight. But inside, he was just a boy with excessive heroism, acting as a self-appointed hero of the inn. He helped his people because he pointed himself as a hero, and that was it. One day, however, something unexpected happened. An event that changed him as a person. Aiden was helping people as usual, carrying foods for his gnome friend, and stopping this fat, silly gnome from eating poop. Amidst his daily tasks, he suddenly heard someone screaming for help. He quickly rushed to the location, where he found an old gnome and his daughter being attacked by invaders. Without hesitation, Aiden launched a powerful kick to the invader and fought them with the help of Big Jack, a shape-shifting rat who shifted into a gnome. Using their combined power, the invaders were quickly defeated. But the invaders had actually prepared one big-sized comrade for when the situation worsened. Realizing that his team could not defeat the larger foe with their power, Aiden made a selfless decision. He sacrificed himself by throwing his body, carrying a bomb, right into the enemy's forehead. The resulting explosion was so powerful that it destroyed the big invader, leaving only scrap parts of his armor. Tragically, Aiden was severely injured and barely survived the blast. Thankfully, the old gnome, who was actually a brilliant engineer, turned Aiden into a half-cyborg to keep him alive. He also made a cool giant robot for Aiden to pilot using the materials left by the invader, and gave him a cool new nickname, Oghma. After he gained a second chance to live, he found a new meaning in his life. Fighting the invader made him realize that acting as a hero at his homeland was not his true calling, but to protect the Lord Smiley Face, Lorraine, and her world from invaders and other evil beings. This new purpose was carved deep into his heart forever. And that is the origin of our great hero, Oghma. Pretty good story, to be honest, but unfortunately I can't find his follow-up story. What I do know is he now pretends to be a human and have a duty to protect the world of Lorraine. Now that we understand his origin, let's jump into the next section. That is Oghma's interesting facts. Oghma is a mecha robot piloted by Aiden. Oghma's height is 210 centimeters, while his weight is 527 kilograms. The pilot, however, is a very small creature, standing at about 8 centimeters tall. Suppose Aiden were the same height as male Knight, then Oghma's height would scale to approximately 43.3 meters. Almost as tall as Statue of Liberty.
Oh my god, that's crazy!
Robot Oghma was created by a gnome engineer. Because of that, I don't freaking know how he built this giant robot. Okay, that's it for the Oghma facts. Now let's talk about why I consider his lore absurd, funny absurd. Well, it's because there are invaders inside the Inn of Heavenhold, a place protected by advanced technology and hundreds of androids. When Knight, Lorraine, and Little Princess entered Heavenhold for the first time, the androids quickly detected them as intruders. So how on earth, how on Tethys did these invaders manage to sneak into Heavenhold and make it inside the inn? Heck, they even brought the big one. All right, I get it, I understand. It's because the androids are so freaking lazy. With those lazy androids guarded the place, the invaders managed to sneak into Heavenhold with the help of fairy magic and saved one return spell in case they ran into trouble. Okay, I'll accept that reasoning. But if that's the case, then why didn't Beth use this tactic instead of throwing the knight into another time dimension, which cost a lot of crystals? She could have sneaked her way into the inn using fairy magic, returned to her original size and beaten the heck out of the tainted beings. It's a great tactic, right? When I have many questions about a story and can't find the answers, I always remember this one video. The message of that video is simple. If you're wondering about something in the story you like and can't find the answer, perhaps you won't be able to find it at all. In that case, just make a theory about it, because making theory is fun. Therefore, here are my theories to those questions. Invaders managed to sneak into Heavenhold because of fairy magic. We've already covered that. And perhaps Beth couldn't join them because her magical power is so strong that fairy magic doesn't affect her. I think that's a reasonable answer. My other and favorite theory, however, thinks that she just forgot.
Wait, I could have used the fairy magic to make me small and infiltrate Heavenhold. Whatever, it doesn't matter anymore.
But one question still remains in my head. Where was Oghma when Heavenhold was attacked by the invaders in World 11? Considering that Lorraine was defeated and only her head remained, my guess is Oghma did try to protect her but failed because the invader armies were too strong. Thankfully, this only happened in alternate timeline. Okay, I think that's it for the absurd lore of Oghma. As always, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.